best.
Or as Adam calls it, my waistcoat.
Oh, is that what they call it over there?
Yeah.
A waistcoat.
I was like, that's way cooler.
That sounds like something that the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland would wear and pull a watch out of.
That's
you
why
have
I'm
a
always
pocket
like,
watch and a waistcoat.
you're from England, not the past. Like, it's always like, are you a time traveler?
But everybody says that there, right?
We don't know.
We don't know. Is this
it Adam or is it England?
I used to play, are they gay or are they European? So this feels similar.
I feel like that a lot too. I mean, I got questions about the whole continent.
Well, you know.
I mean, they do things differently.
They're driving on the wrong side of the road. So it starts there.
Right.
What do you think is the thing that's the most, like, I don't know, challenging or annoying or frustrating to you being married to a Brit?
I mean, like, they think they are expressive, but they aren't. Like, it's all very internal.
Yeah, I was listening to somebody from England talk about their sense of humor, and I was like, you're very dry. You know that, right? That's like your whole thing?
That's our whole thing. Right. But
I didn't get it.
I don't get it. Like, a lot of what they think is demonstrative to me is just like, anybody home?
Yeah.
I guess we're a little over the top too, you at least.
Way over the top.
Americans in general, but also especially us.
Yeah. I don't know maybe it was I think it was in Berlin. There's this, it's called like the Gardens of the World or something. And they have gardens that represent different parts of the world.
Yeah.
America's is a parking lot.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's a parking lot with some cars parked and then 4 like sad looking palm trees in a fence with a little plot of grass.
You have got to be kidding me.
So that's what the rest of the world thinks of us as far as...
Oh, my God.
I thought that was really interesting and telling.
Interesting / depressing.
Very depressing.
Do you remember which country is so beautiful? What?
They only showed... I didn't look into it any deeper than what I saw in some like social media clip or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's real sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you and I are flowers in bloom despite our country of origin.
Oh, speaking of nature and countries of origin, I do want to like talk a little bit about what I did this weekend, but I have to first dive into this whole fiasco that I think it was yesterday morning I woke up to. Did you see the fireworks that the brand Arc'teryx did in Tibet?
No. Oh, no. Tibet? No.
Susie, I can't believe that you didn't hear about this. This is one of those things where like I hear about stuff that's happening in nature and in like the outdoorsy world. And I'm shocked when other people don't hear about it. And then you hear about things that are happening in the music world and you're like, what? We're on different Instagram feeds or algorithms.
Is pretty, it's niche. I mean, Arc'teryx, it's a brand for outdoorsy people.
Yeah, but I feel like it's right up there with like the North Face and Patagonia. Maybe not as well known, but as far as like the top 5 brands for outdoorsy stuff at REI, that's the one.
5 at REI.
Okay, so this is what happened.
Yeah.
The company hires a Chinese artist, like installation artist, who comes up with this idea to do a fireworks show using what they called biodegradable material, but who really knows? I'm going to send you the video because I want you to watch it. Now, keep in mind, this is happening in Tibet, an area that's very sensitive already, like for a bunch of reasons, and has, already been exploited, I think, with Everest in many ways. Mm-hmm. I want you to see this.
It's like a gender reveal party.
Oh my God, what a good point.
Oh my God. Oh, great idea. Who in the hell thought this was going to be great?
Who thought this was going to be great?
That's absurd. That's absurd.
Well, now it faced tons of backlash. me included. Like,
Yeah.
I instantly went on Poshmark and I was like, is anybody selling their archaic stuff for real cheap? Because if I
Sarah
had
was gonna
some,
get a deal.
this was like when I'd be unloading it too. And I'm like, nah, actually, I'll like take a deal right now. But I just don't understand a outdoor brand that's like known for, like, I don't know, caring about the environment and eco values, really, would do something on such a massive scale and think that it's a good idea. Like, to me, it tells me that perhaps the people who are running that brand, or now it's gotten to the place where it's so big that now it's not the people who care about the environment who are running it, or it's been sold to somebody who cares more about the PR stunts.
But this is what we were just having to speak to Lincoln about regarding Disney, because of the Jimmy Kimmel thing, and people were boycotting Disney, and he was like, "Oh, I thought Disney was more of like a liberal company," and I'm like, "There's like no such thing. There are rare exceptions, but for the most part, companies are not right or left; they are profit motivated, and that is it."
So then I was interested, and I went in maybe some other companies that have done that, or other examples of that. And some of the ones I was thinking of is kind of like the greenwashing that people do. That feels very similar. Mm-hmm. And then this one was really interesting. This, I hate to say, happened in Colorado. And why the fuck do weird things always happen in Colorado? If it's not Florida, it's Colorado. It's embarrassing. Come on, people.
Yeah.
But this was at the Aspen Art Museum, and there was this exhibit where they put iPads on the back of tortoises. And then they let the tortoise walk around the public space for a few hours, like 24 hours or whatever. And it was like displaying, I don't know, whatever they were promoting in the images on the iPad.
Wow.
And the people from the like museum, and I don't know, the people who owned the tortoise were like, this is not a problem. The weight of one iPad is not bad. But I feel like it is a problem.
If it's a problem, it's not good.
It feels weird, right? Why are we doing that?
Even if it's like they fucking love iPads on their backs, it's still weird. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It doesn't even need to be harmful for me to know that's stupid.
Yeah. There's currently one that's happening in Colorado that's this art installation thing that are all these pieces of, well, what look like plastic tied across like on two poles and then connected across a lake so it flutters in the wind, and it almost looks like a cloud of, I don't know, different color, like wavy, like rippling waves in the air.
Okay.
But also kind of like a boa made out of plastic.
Yeah. Do you love it?
No, I think that it's terrible because all the pieces are flying off and it's flying off everywhere. And I'm getting Instagram ads that say, come visit before it leaves. I'm like, it should leave. Get the fuck out of there.
It's flying off into the air.
What are we doing with these things?
I think artists are going rogue, baby.
It's artists and it's people were I don't like and this is coming from a former wildflower picker. I do not like the impact that we are having on the planet as we even are out there enjoying it. Do you know those, I can't remember the name of it. There are these sea cliffs in, I want to say, Wales or England that almost look like geometric squares, like very sharp lines, and it looks like something out of like a sci-fi movie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so tourists, they say it's like lucky to go stick coins in the cracks.
Yes.
But as they stick the coins in the cracks, it's totally destroying it.
Yeah.
And just that one little weight, it shifts everything above it.
Yeah.
And it's eroding the whole thing.
But they can't
and that's
stop
the kind
it.
of stuff that keeps me up at night, Susie.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because it feels like we can't go backwards, and I don't know how to, like you said, how do you stop it? So they're trying to remove as much as you can. I just want these things to stop.
What keeps me up
And
at
then
night
fucking
isn't
Arc'teryx is doing this.
the sort of damage of each coin, as much as it is that human beings are so fucking dumb.
Oh my God.
That's
it's
keeping
like
me
when
up
the
at
guy
night.
pushed those rocks over in wherever it was,
Right.
like Utah or
Yes.
you
yes.
know, New Mexico or something.
Yeah, he just had it. That's the nihilism that I talk about that concerns me about men.
I just
Just
want to
nothing
interview them and
matters.
say, what
They're bored. They're fed up.
Is that
had
it?
Yeah, they don't care. Nothing matters. That's
or are we just not thinking a few steps ahead? Is it just, I want to do, like, very, like, hedonistic, I want to do what makes me feel good right in this moment, right now. I have no impulse control, and I am the therapist asking you this, because
I think that
I
if-
feel like
if
I
it
see a
were-
different kind of person in therapy who all are working to better themselves, and they're not the kind of people who are pushing rocks over.
I think if there were some payoff, like with a teenager, the concern is always like they want to do adrenaline stuff, and you want to teach them to not like follow that impulse because it can be unsafe. There was no payoff with pushing rocks off. There was no adrenaline you get from that besides breaking rules or being destructive, whatever amount that can bring you.
Yeah.
But there was no inherent like pleasure.
Or do you think it's the same thing that people get with, like, shooting a gun, where it feels, like, powerful for a minute? Like, I'm,
yeah.
you know?
Uh-huh.
Because that happens.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Yeah, a false sense of I'm in control. I'm like fucking macho.
Yeah. And then those
Cool.
guys go on to run companies and blow up the Himalayas.
I'll tell you what is cool, and that is being safe on a dating app. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. Absolutely.
Hily, it's where it's at.
Yes.
They were like, hey, some boys are nuts, like these guys we're describing.
Yeah.
And some people are not great, and we need to maybe make sure everyone feels better about that.
Yes.
And so they created a Hily consent guard where it's like, hey, Suze,
Yes.
you want a dick pic? Yes or no?
I love this.
And I'm
And
like, yeah, I
that's going
do.
to attract the right kind of people.
Yeah, and good matches.
Absolutely. Because you can feel safe. And when something starts feeling safe, then your relationship can be built on a foundation of trust.
Yeah. But if you don't want to sex some
consent.
weirdo, you don't have to. And so they have set it up to give you the power and to give you that sense of empowerment through consent. And we love that.
Just, you know how when you're, like, walking to your car at night, and if you just have your keys in your hand in a way, or pepper spray in your hand, or something like that to protect yourself, there's this extra feeling of safety. Heck, I had it when
Yeah.
I'm hiking at night with bear spray, you know?
Yeah,
like this
for sure.
feeling of protection that then allows you to relax a little bit, that allows you to enjoy the environment a little more. And I
right.
feel like this provides something similar, where it gives you a little bit of a lot of safety, so that you can enjoy online dating, which can, the apps can often not be that fun. And I think it's because of those added dangers.
Yeah.
So
and
we
if
get rid of
you-
the dangers, more fun.
Yes. If you want to have more fun and feel safer in online dating, you can download Hily, Hily, from the App Store or Google Play, or check out Hily.com. That is Hily.com. Date as you are, just safer with Hily.
Yes. Gosh, you know how when people have married and, like, out of the dating pool for a while, they always go, oh God, man, I'm so glad that I'm
it's
not
a
on those.
jungle.
I say that even though I was on the apps like 2 years ago.
I do
1
feel
year.
like it's worse now.
It does get worse all the
Yeah.
time. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, this was interesting. Do you remember? Well, do you know? You know how we always talk about how the way we talk about ourselves, like the part of speech that we use, whether we're
Yeah.
using a third person pronoun or using I, makes
Yeah.
a difference in, like, the mental state we're in. And I've always said, someday I'll figure out what that is. Well, now I know the name of it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is called distant self-talk. And I can't believe I didn't know this. It's this psychological strategy of self-regulation where instead of using I when talking to yourself, you use your own name in that third person pronoun. Like, you could do this. Here you go. Instead of saying like, I can do this. I can do this. That we almost like don't believe ourselves. Like we push back. We're like, I don't know. Can I?
You know what's
It comes from a
interesting, and I
place
would
of
love
doubt.
for you to unpack a little bit
yeah.
for me, is how, because we both do that sometimes when we're talking about ourselves as children. I'm sure a lot of people do, like little Suze, little Sarah,
Yeah,
like they're
yes.
so cute. And even when I talk about Susie on the show,
Yeah.
I'm like, she was so sweet.
Yeah.
But then there is another variety of it that is used to distance people
Yes.
from accountability.
Absolutely. Well, all of it, what it's doing, it is creating psychological distance, which then reduces the
used in
emotional intensity.
Right. And sometimes it's used to
Yes.
provide grace.
Yes. Or
And
to lessen,
gentleness.
any
And
anxiety.
sometimes it's like to avoid,
right.
you know.
How are you using it? To like lack of accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
You
people
know
go,
those people?
I sure do. We've seen them. I
probably
predicted
talked to a
this
lot of them.
behavior. I predicted this behavior in Challenge Mania events. I said, I betcha when certain people talk about situations, I said
When
that.
they punched people
Yep.
or did
and
bad
I said,
things.
you're going to ask them about that situation, and they are going to use the third person pronouns.
And they do.
And they did.
Yeah, like, you know, like let's say I did something awful. I might say, well, Suze felt like she was threatened, and
Yep.
it's just sort of odd.
Yeah, it creates emotional distance. And I think those kind of things we want to recognize, like how we could harness them and use them, or maybe how we're using them to avoid accountability.
Yeah.
And raising the awareness of like, how am I talking? How can I use this in a way
Because it
to
is a
help
lovely
myself?
tool.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good tool. It helps you think more rationally and it helps you think more objectively because it allows you to kind of look at the problem from a different angle or
Yeah.
talk to yourself from a different angle, see it from somebody else's perspective. And
Well,
all
'cause
it takes is shifting that language.
A lot of times, like, you know, the mean things you'll say in your head about yourself, like, you're such an idiot, like it just
Yes.
internally,
Yes.
that you would never say to your friend. If your friend felt upset about something, you'd be like, no, you're not an idiot. You were just doing something that made sense. Like if you can employ that third person talk
Right.
in kindness to yourself,
Right.
it's real nice.
Yeah, well, and usually it's because I think those messages were planted in there early. It's like, what were the messaging that we got growing up, or, you know, and then that's just passed down. How did our parents talk to themselves? Oh my gosh, you know,
Yeah.
all of that. So I was interested because I had never known the name for it before, and now it was so simple, but distant self-talk. So now I can use that, and I thought I'd
and
share
we
it because
should
I
all
talk about
use
it all the
it.
time on here.
I love that.
Yeah, like that you can use it like a coach almost in a way. Okay,
Yeah,
Sarah,
be like, "Suze,
you've
you
got
got
this.
this."
Take a deep
Yeah.
breath. You know,
You're
and I think
okay.
it helps to imagine who that person is that's talking to you. I think in both ways, right?
Yes, I agree.
Oh my God, this is turning into a therapy podcast. I didn't mean for it to, but here we are. But yeah, I think that that works in both directions.
Yes,
that
it
if
does.
you imagine who's talking right now, and is it a trusted, reliable source? Is it my higher, wiser self, or these like echoes of the past, or this young version of me that's really critical or judgmental or doesn't have all the information,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. So
Yeah.
distant self-talk. Now you'll remember.
Now we know.
And now you know. I started the stories real quick this episode, but I did want to talk about something really fun that I did this weekend, which was
Yeah.
go to Rocky Mountain National Park
Oh, yeah. How was it?
and go leaf peeping
Already?
Oh, yeah. It's leaf peeping time. They're a little bit early this year. And we caught the changes. It was really, really great. Learned all about the Rocky Mountain National Park. And, oh my God, it was so much fun. And I went like real off-roading for the first time.
Oh my God.
Maybe you saw the videos online.
Crazy. I wouldn't do that if you paid me.
It was so badass.
Really?
And I felt, I've never felt cooler. It was also the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Why?
Oh my God, because like, I was thinking, if something happened, I haven't taken her out and really seen what she can do. And if something happens, I then have to admit that I'm the woman who needed a rescue.
Damsel in distress.
And that was the part I'm like, whatever you do, don't get stuck.
I fucking love being the damsel in distress. Please help me.
Oh my God. There's nothing it would have to be a really fucking badass, like, oh yeah, nobody was gonna make it and something happened and it slipped, like, or I already got through a really treacherous part. But this was just maybe like a short section, quarter mile of some really like serious, intense terrain. And I was just praying, and man, oh man,
and you did it.
I did it.
That's so great. I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, and we only had to do that because the place that we went was all sold out, and there were no campsites available. So we were like, oh no, what are we going to do? And thank God I found this place like off the beaten path, but 20 minutes outside the park. And we got to see elk, which are so much fun because they're in their mating season. So they do the whole elk calls, and you can hear them throughout the park, which sound way higher than you think they're going to be. Really? You think for a big animal, they wouldn't be like, ah, but they're basically like that.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, boy.
Very high pitched. Yeah. Mating calls.
Did you see any girls come a running?
Didn't see. Can you believe this? It went through the entire 40-mile loop of the national park at dawn, at the time you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
The only elk we saw were in the golf course in the middle of Estes Park.
Do you think like
in the middle of town? And there were a whole bunch of them.
Park, they were all banging or something.
I think that park is just so huge that they've caught on to get out of the way. And the ones that you do see in town are the ones that realize the food's good over there. Yeah. And so they're making the loop, and they don't give a fuck about who's there, right? We saw a whole bunch of deer. We saw a whole bunch of animals. But did not get to see that, and it's like the crisp fall mornings. So, and we have our binoculars that you gave me. I got my binoculars out, and we're like looking out into, they have little benches, you can see out into the meadow. And if they're there, then they make these calls, and the air is so cold and their breath is so hot that there's like steam rising up. And when they make the call, the like breath comes out like smoke, and it looks really cool. Yeah. And so I was really hoping we'd get to see some of that, but we did not.
Take what you can get with the old
take
Mother
what I can
Nature.
get. But it was super fun, and learned a lot about Rocky Mountain National Park and how it's the 5th most visited park, and it's, I think, maybe the 10th biggest. And right outside is the Stanley Hotel, which has the coolest stories. It's where Stephen King wrote the book The Shining. Cool. Because he was inspired by that hotel, because that hotel is very, very haunted.
Very haunted.
Very haunted. But here's the hilarious part, and how all of the books write about the haunting. We listened to a podcast called National Park After Dark.
After Dark.
Yeah, of course, one of my favorites. That talked about this. It did an episode about the Stanley Hotel, and and do you know it's the same guy who invented the Stanley steamer?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like the Stanley drink thingy.
I think that too.
Oh, wow. This guy does it all.
Absolutely. Like, this is the big, like, founding company. Like, he did a whole bunch, and absolutely loved the areas of the Rockies, and so he wanted to build this hotel that kind of
there's kinda a
felt
lot
like
going on.
yeah, a lot going on, and they did a whole bunch, but the hotel, it like there was so much love for the area, and he created this vacation home and did so much, like invested his personal money into the town to build this town. And people loved coming there for vacation. So we're listening to this episode of this podcast that's talking about the hauntings and going through. And at first I'm thinking maybe the hotel plays into it or whatever. Nope. It is a
bread and butter.
fireable offense if you even do any pranks. You are fired. They're very, very, very strict on how.
I support that.
I do
need
too. I
pranks.
was like, that makes me like it more. And I went to have breakfast there, and the waitress, she was talking all about the hauntings and the ghost sightings she's seen. But here's the funniest part. They said in this podcast, most hauntings are because something terrible happened there, or there's a horrible, especially in hotels, there's like a tragedy that occurred. And so it has that like dark energy.
Yeah.
These are all ghosts that didn't want to leave because they loved going on vacation there. And so all the ghosts are like super adorable. It's like the groundskeeper who will just tell whisper in people's ear, get out. But that's because it was his job to make sure that everybody had their lights out by 11 o'clock. So at 11 o'clock, he'll come around and like, you'll feel the energy of the ghost like tapping you on the shoulder. And it's like and then there's one room in room 407, I think, is where the ghost like kisses you on the forehead goodnight and tucks you in. I'm like, that's kind of adorable.
It's so nurturing.
It is so nurturing. And it's like one of the most haunted hotels. And Jim Carrey went there in some, like, studying for some role for some film he was going to do, didn't make it through the whole night. Ran out and then refuses to speak about it. Hasn't spoken about it, which seems very Jim Carrey.
It
and
is
I feel
so
like
Jim Carrey.
You know, of course he did that.
Yeah.
So it's a great episode if you like a haunted, like spooky story.
I can see that.
And this was the perfect time of year to go. I mean, it was like, ooh,
it's spooky.
It really was.
Well, I'll tell you what would make elk come running, but I think, but it definitely makes my cats come running, and that's Smalls cat food.
I bet it probably would make them come running.
It probably would, because it's human grade. This is like proper food.
Yeah, if they like our stuff, they're definitely going to like this.
I could dig in with a fork right now.
Yeah, but we know 100% your cats are going to love it.
I do know that. My God, at 5 a.m, every morning I get up, and my one cat, Mary, she slobbers. She will drool on me until I give her Smalls. I'm dead serious.
I've literally never heard of a cat drooling.
Oh, yeah. It's so gross. But you know what? She's only cat human. And so she's hungry. And so I go down there and I get the Smalls and I put it out. And they are all 4 of them. I should get a video because you would die.
I want to see.
It really is quite a situation over here. But this food is great, and cat owners love it. They report that their cats seem healthier and shinier and happier, and that's all any good cat owner wants from their little kitties. What are you waiting for? Give your cat the food they deserve. For a limited time, you're a Brain Candy listener, so you get 60% off your first order plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/braincandy. One last time, that's 60% off your first order plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/braincandy. That's a really good deal. And just give it a try, see if they like it.
Big old discount. We love that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is fun. This is from an old NPR article.
Ooh.
But I think that you will find this interesting.
Okay.
Tell me how you cut your food. Explain to me, you have a fork in one hand and a knife in the other. Which hand, you are a right-handed person. What are you doing?
Yeah, you hold your fork with your left hand. Well, because I'm right-handed. And
yeah, so you're eating your meal. Say you're eating barbecue. You start with macaroni and cheese, and now you're switching over to some chicken that you need a fork and knife for. So you just needed a fork, and now you need a fork and knife. Run me through the process.
Well, I suppose if I'm just eating mac and cheese and then I'm switching to the double, then I would put the fork in my left hand and cut with my right hand.
Yes, you would do what they call the cut and switch.
But I wouldn't start that way. You proposed that idea.
You wouldn't. So
I would have the fork in the left hand to begin with.
if
There's ever any cutting.
if there's ever any cutting,
Yeah, because
okay, this is interesting.
what do you do?
Well, this may be because you are in a household with a European.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, if I didn't, he would judge me. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, tell me how this plays out in your family, because this is so
Whoa.
fascinating that we have the exact
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a cut and switch family.
We are all cut and switch people because that's American dining technique.
I know, but it's wrong. And I was told it was wrong.
It's fascinating because of why it's wrong. It's really not. This is a technique that was started by the French. That's a form of like high etiquette, is the cut and switch.
Wait, the cut and switch is a high etiquette?
Yes.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
why. So
I'll have to tell the Brits.
No, don't tell them. He might.
I'm
he
scared.
Might. So, cultural and etiquette experts say that it's a custom that stems from efforts to reduce threats and the
Oh, wow.
imposed like
This is
or
ridiculous.
like the
I'm
threats
just
of
going to do
somebody
whatever
with
the
a knife.
fuck I want then.
Well, think way back then. They were doing that thing where you do cheers so that all the drinks go together. We're talking like 18th, 19th century French dining practices here.
Wow.
That's where this is rooted.
This is
the old
ridiculous.
So this seems crazy.
What do you think we
to
should
me.
do? Because I want to do what you think we should do.
Well, I think we should do what you're doing. I think it is kind of crazy to cut and switch. It's crazy to me that we as
Yeah.
Americans say that we're like, we don't do anything. You're like, that's kind of like America's whole thing.
We act like everything's the most efficient.
Yeah, or we're going against, you know.
Yeah.
Like
or renegade
with our
rogue.
metric system versus like the imperial system, and all we're really doing is holding on to these archaic ancient practices that
But where did we even just sort of adopt that from? We were British originally.
I know. So
America,
yeah, so there are different beliefs on why this happened. There are just like theories on why this happened. They're possible reasons, really. Some people think that it's because of westward expansion when we were in like and we didn't really have a fork and a knife. It was
We
just
had
like
sporks
you had
only.
one thing and that was it. And so you got used to eating with that hand, and then it became something a new thing that was introduced. So you introduced it into your dominant hand because it
Right.
wasn't something that was normally at the table that you became like familiarized
it's
with.
more like for fancy special moments or something.
But they said it also could be changes in fashion or in evolving ideas on etiquette, but exact reasons are uncertain.
Well, I'll tell you who is certain, and that is the entire British community. I mean, you
That is
cannot
like
imagine the
you-
judgment.
Well, that's one of those things, in that Quentin Tarantino movie with the Nazis where they're counting and he counts on does the wrong kind of three, like 1, 2, 3, American style versus
And it was a
German
tell.
style. And it was a tell. This kind of feels like that, where it's like, I'd switch my forks. I had no idea that I was doing anything
I
to give
swear,
away
like,
that my American was showing.
so much of my dating life was like record scratch when I would do anything. It was like, what is she doing?
No!
Yeah. Because they were just like this uncouth,
Oh my gosh.
Philistine. And I'm just like, you have no idea.
Oh my God. That is so funny. And it's like here Americans are thinking that this is a etiquette that's super proper because it's been
Do you
taught.
think people think that?
I do.
Oh, I see.
I
what you
absolutely
mean.
do. Because think of
charm
cotillion.
school. Yeah.
Because this is where I learned how to cut in a way that was so specific.
Absolutely.
My mom put pennies under our armpits
Yeah.
and to keep our elbows down. And she was
Right.
like, you're going to hold the penny under your, and then got lower and lower. And now I'm like all over the fucking table. I don't even care. I think about
You'd
that all
fit
the time.
right in with the Meisters.
I have I have good table manners when I need to, but most of the time I'm like, elbows on the table. When did that become a thing we can't do? My elbows are like not
I
even
do
as dirty
reject
as
a
my
lot of
forearms.
that bullshit.
Yeah, I do too. And
But if I'm trying to impress somebody, I'm going full Brit.
and so you're keeping it. That actually feels like a difficult thing to do. Like one of those, I was talking about that Longevity or Limitless show where it with Chris Hemsworth that talked about how important it is to do things with your opposite hands to stimulate your brain.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like that would be a good one to give your brain a little tickle, a little.
Yeah, it's not natural. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, do something different and
But you would think like people that
stretch
were
that
that
muscle.
particular about whatever, pennies, elbows, knife, fork, would like fucking go to the dentist more. I'm just
I don't know if that's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Is it that they don't go to the dentist, or is it that Americans have to? Because I think what happened is there was this crazy orthodontia craze of like the 90s and 2000s or 80s and 90s where all of us, all my brothers and I have talked about this recently, that all of us said we got orthodontia done way too young. We still have problems later. Except for my one brother who's still wearing the same fucking retainer. I don't know how that's happening. I seriously think he is.
He has a retainer addiction.
Or because he listened and followed all the rules. But we were like, yeah, that guy was a hack, right? Like he was putting us in stuff way before he should have. And so I think there was a little bit of like we did too much in the orthodontia world way before we needed to.
I think you can make that argument, and we are too obsessed with like whitening and all that, but
way too.
What my understanding is that because they have socialized medicine and all of their healthcare is free, their dentistry is not, and they were like, we're not doing that.
I see.
They don't want to pay for anything.
I see.
So they saw it as more of like a luxury rather
it feels
than
like right. Where we're like, oh my god, it's cheaper than
But I'm just saying, like Austin Powers is a stereotype for a reason.
She can say that her husband.
I'll tell you what isn't a stereotype, but ought to be, and that's how Cozy Earth is the best bedding on the planet.
Yeah. Yes, it absolutely is. But I think you need to venture outside of just their bedding because they have the softest blankets. I mean, I guess that sort of counts as bedding too.
But I hear what you're saying. It's not
cozy
just
blankets.
sheets.
It's not just the sheets. If you are looking for, like, the holidays really are coming up, and it's going to be here before you know it. And I say, like, just get the shopping.
It's cuddly season.
It's cuddly season. Just get the shopping out of the way, and everyone will love that bubble blanket.
The bubble blanket is where it's at. Sarah talked me into it.
Oh, good. Is it not the softest thing ever?
I know.
Does Lincoln love it?
I really should have heralded how you were so right about it, and I should have said that.
What color did you get?
We got like a cream.
Oh, beautiful.
Scenario.
Yeah, good.
We're beigey cream people.
Well, no, but you have a lot of bright color accents in your house. I really like that.
It's real dumb though when you have black cats, so I didn't think that through.
Well,
but that's all right.
They can stay off that.
But their sheets are super soft, and as Sarah always says, they are so helpful if you run hot, as most women do our age. And they just get better with every wash, and that's all you can ask for. They have a 100-night sleep trial, which is so helpful because if you don't like them, just send them back. And then they have the 10-year warranty, so if something ain't right, they got it sorted. Head to cozyearth.com and use our code BRAINCANDY for 40% off, and you can use it again and again. And if you get that post-purchase survey, make sure you let them know you heard about Cozy Earth on Brain Candy, because your bed should be more than a place to sleep. It should be your happy place. Cozy Earth makes that possible.
Okay, let's see. I wanted to mention this. I saw the fucking weirdest ads are coming up in my Instagram feed. There was an ad that came up for a robot massage.
Stop.
Yes, Susie.
Did you book one?
No, because I'm not about that.
Oh.
I don't think it'll feel the same.
There's only one way to find out.
I can't do it. I think it would feel like.
What kind of hands do they have?
No, they don't. They look like they're almost like
fists. Like like a Theragun.
Yeah, like that, but almost more. It's 2 arms, and it has like rotating wrists, and it looks like it could do a lot of kneading.
You're kidding me.
It is very creepy and weird looking.
Does
and
it look
I'm
like
just
a person?
No, it
They have a
looks
head?
more like you know the 2-arm robot machine thingies that assemble cars that come out and they're
my
kind of
God.
that it looks more like that, to be
Why would
perfectly
they
honest.
think you want this? That's worrying.
Because it's really listening. I know they say it's not, but it's listening. I was talking about how I got a gift card for a massage. Now I need to get a massage, and like we've been talking about massages for the past like 48 hours.
Okay.
So
What? How much was it?
I have no idea, but that's something I should look at. Well, oh, damn, my phone is dead. Of course.
Oh.
Well, my phone's dead because I bought fucking new cords that even
I'm not
said.
judging you.
No, but I have to. Now I'm venting. I bought new cords that said like a pack of 6 of them in different sizes and everything.
down
That
that
said they were the Apple certified whatever. Blah blah blah. No.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Not plug it in and cut and then
It's
plugged in all night
infuriating.
and 2% battery when I wake up. And so now I've been
sorry.
playing catch up all day
That
and I
is the
can't keep it
worst.
plugged in enough because I've been like podcast. So now I'm upset. So
Podcast.
what the heck am I looking up? Robot
I
massage.
don't even know.
Yeah, I have to. Oh my God, it even says, oh my God, Susie, you're going to hate this.
What?
I want you to just Google robot massage. This is it.
so
This is what it
excited.
looks like. And this is it. Robotic massage Denver.
Robotic massage.
Yeah, 15% off my first session if I
Oh,
click that link.
Lord. Oh my God.
Escape.
Ugh. Good grief.
Intelligent, intuitive massage experience that's completely controlled by you.
Hey,
No,
you
that's
know
the
what
last
I would
thing
like
I
about
want.
it? Silence.
Okay, that's true.
Zip it,
and
massage
zero
therapists.
chance of getting. There's a link that says I tried robot massage and this would happen. Well, I guess I'll click that later. See what happens.
I mean, and all you
60
massage
bucks.
therapists that are like, I wouldn't talk to you during it. I believe you, but some of them do, and they won't shut the fuck up. What's the matter?
$60 is too expensive.
For an hour? I'd pay that $1 a minute.
Would we?
Just for a one-time me thingy.
I have a really great massage therapist that comes to the house
Oh, how nice.
and charges $80.
wow. Well, that is way better.
I'm doing that every day.
Oh, for fuck. Yeah. Oh, but you don't have to tip the robot.
True.
I mean,
So
that
if
is
we
a
like
lot
that,
cheaper.
Now
That's
a
like
$40.
$40
That's like
cheaper.
almost half off. You're right. When you
Almost
say it like
half
that.
off. By the way, just because it popped into my head, we had a comment. I think it was on Spotify. Someone was seemingly real worked up because I said that Oasis was a one-hit wonder. And this is my favorite thing about one-hit wonders.
That there are, you can argue that, right? I got worked up over another one you said, over Offspring,
Oh.
which absolutely was.
I don't even remember saying that, but I'm sure they are.
Pretty fly
but,
for a white guy. Yeah, it's the only one that's.
but like, first of all, whenever I say that someone's a one-hit wonder, I'm not using it disparagingly. I love one-hit wonders.
Right.
Second of all, I'm just reporting the metric and the facts. And third of all, maybe they're not to you. Maybe you have a different rubric. Maybe you think it means top 100 hits. Mine is top 40 hits in the United States, singles.
That's a very fair rubric.
Yeah.
You don't even have to break the top 10. You don't even need to have a number one hit.
Top 40.
You just
Top
have to have a
40
top 40 hit.
in the
That's
US.
very generous.
Now they had more hits in the UK. Maybe you live in fucking England. I don't know what to tell you.
That was in England. That's totally it.
But probably not, because to be honest with you, most of the
Okay.
people that get worked up, it's just because they like the band.
Well, guess what? This is exactly why I don't like Wonderwall. Because of Oasis that energy
They cannot get enough.
is the vibe of that song for me. Whatever
It's
that
like
was
Sweet Caroline vibes.
feels like that
Unsafe.
to me. I did
Yes.
hear from one of our brainiacs that there's a documentary called like Bye Bye American Pie or something like that. That's
Yeah,
about that
I
song.
watched it, yeah.
That they said, watch this and maybe you'll have a change of heart. So I'll give it a try.
It's a great documentary to watch just if you like, because a lot of people are talking about a lot of different things because the song's about a lot of different things. So
Right.
you can make a documentary about that. Here's why it gets sour for me about American Pie, even though I like that song. He has been accused of domestic violence.
Oh, I hate
And-
that. Okay, see? Dude, my spidey senses were right. Same way I feel about Michael Bublé
Yeah.
and John Mayer.
And Chris Tucker.
And
Ashton
and I'm
Kutcher.
going to double down on both of those last two things you said
yeah.
after the documentaries that have come out recently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Birds of a feather,
I
baby.
am doubling down.
We prematurely blew some whistles, but I think we will be It's funny to me every time.
Excuse
That's
me.
the premature whistle, but clock it because we'll come back to this clip someday and be like, we knew it.
Oh, yeah.
But he was accused of domestic violence, and furthermore, his daughter is like, yeah, he's a dick, and he removed her from his will. He's still alive, but he publicly said, well, you can't get my money. And she was like, okay, fuck you.
I love her.
I do too. And
Dude,
that's
that's
how
how
I know,
you know.
he's a dick.
That's how you know.
Same with Brooke Hogan. She
Oh,
asked
yeah.
to be removed from his,
Yep.
and he was like, okay.
I mean, they don't have.
don't want
My
your
family
money.
doesn't have the money that they are not the celebrity status, but I did the same thing.
Same diff. Yeah.
Said, nope, I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with any of your multi-generational whatever that anybody could be entitled to. Nope, I don't give a fuck. Write me out.
But I do like that song, and I like John Denver's song, and he was also accused of that. Like, I love Rocky Mountain High.
I listened to that. Yeah, didn't know that.
Yeah. There's so many great songs and art
Because
by
there
really
are
shitty
so
people.
many
Shitty people.
men out there.
Thank you for saying that.
I
should
don't
have
know any
specified.
shitty women that I'm like. What, can you name any
Yeah.
like female artists
Hate their
that I
art.
have like?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Great
really.
point.
Tell me one. I got nothing. Anybody who was like, oh wow, she did something. She really flew off the deep end, and
I mean, the sad thing is the first example that comes to mind is just like they weren't that nice, and that's like a Ellen DeGeneres. It's like, oh, she's kind of like not great,
yeah.
but I don't know any
not
like
even like
felons.
right.
Martha Stewart.
And I mean, yeah, sure.
Insider
Ellen has like
trading?
absolutely not Martha. She is a
No, I'm
saint.
saying like
Don't
it's fine.
no, it does not. Is not the same.
Yeah, I can't think of one that where I'm like, ugh.
Right. Where I really have trouble separating the art from the artist. I don't have trouble like it's not like a moral, oh my god, this is so bad when I laugh at Dory from Finding Nemo, but I do kind of feel some ways when Michael Jackson song comes on or anybody talks about well, no, I just hate everything he does. What's that fucker's name? With his
Bill Cosby.
daughter,
Oh, Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I don't hate, and that is
Listen, when you advertise on our show, you are going to get a very honest, very true ad, and
Yeah.
we are going to speak from the heart. But we
That's
can't
nice.
promise that it won't follow a poo story or some shit talking.
story. Right, but people know we mean biz, and
do.
I mean biz about Rocket Money.
I knew
because
you were going to say that. I love Rocket Money so much.
I love it so much. It is one of my favorite apps on my phone. It is a free finance app, and it has saved me a gazillion dollars.
Yeah. It's
you know,
alerted me
roughly.
to so many subscriptions that I have either not wanted, forgotten to cancel, or had duplicates of. They make it super easy. They will even cancel it on
easy.
your behalf. They
Yeah.
will lead you right to it is like a click of a button. And guys, free app.
Free app.
Free app.
And they can negotiate like your bills if you have a cable bill or a phone bill that you're like, that seems a lot. One time even they were trying to negotiate, I don't know, a cable or a phone bill for me, and they didn't have any luck, but they did convince the company to give me a $30 just one-time credit for no freaking reason.
I'll take
I just
that.
thought, yeah, can you believe you could get even just for asking? Well,
I think we need to do that more.
Right.
And if
so
you're
they
feeling
did
like,
that.
ooh, I'm shy, I don't want to ask, guess what? You don't have to.
They'll do it.
Rocket Money will do it. They're good at this.
It's so awesome. It's a personal finance app. It helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitor your spending, helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. They have 5 million members, saving a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, with members saving up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app and enter our show name, the Brain Candy Podcast, in the survey so they know we sent you. Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today and tell them you heard about them from Brain Candy.
Yes. Okay.
I use it almost more than any other app besides, just like
me too.
texting and Instagram or something.
Every day. It feels like you know how at the end of the day, if
right,
or at the beginning of the day, whatever you do, you kind of like tidy up the house.
Yes.
You maybe put away a few things.
Right.
I feel like because so much of our life is digital and exists in that world, if I had a desk where I was like paying bills and had my credit card like statements and checks and all that stuff out, I would spend some time each day like organizing that and making sure that was in order. And this is like doing that digitally. That feels like that.
It's awesome.
Yeah, feels really nice to be organized like that. Okay, what do I want to talk about? We have a little bit of time. Oh, I wanted to mention this. I don't know if I just hear about this because I'm in Colorado. Were you familiar with this, what do you want to call it? Like a tradition, this very fun tradition that the School of Mines football team has of doing really goofy, silly football team photos.
Did you say
their player
School
photos.
Of Mimes?
Yes, Mines, M-I-N-E-S. The School
What
of,
is that?
The School of Mines is right up there with MIT in the best engineering school in the country.
Okay, no.
It is.
I'm
I
not
want to say
familiar.
the fifth or eighth highest ranked school on return on investment on what you'll get for how much you spend on school. It's very hard to get into. It is.
Wonder why
These
I've never
kids
heard of that.
are the fucking smartest of the smartest. They are all engineers. To even get into that school, you have to be really smart. And so they have. So what I love is that they had this long running tradition where the football team, when they took their player photos, when you watch like college football and like the player photo will come up and it like, they would take the goofiest pictures. We're talking like shave half of your beard kind of photos, wear pigtails, like, do as silly as could be. It was something I have looked forward to for the last 5 years.
Where do you see these? In the newspaper?
Well, I think I first started seeing it when I played fantasy football. This would come up and, like, I mean, just take a peek. Like, you can just Google, like, the School of Mines football, like, team photos, and you will have a nice laugh. They are so great. And when you think about, these are, like, the nerdy engineer guys, and they're having this, it feels like an opportunity for them to let loose, to have a little fun, to be silly in an otherwise very serious, studious environment they're in, or collegiate sports. Like, both are to carry a GPA in that school. So they do this very fun thing. I've looked forward to it every year. They got a new football coach.
Uh-oh.
No more fun photos. He took it away.
I hate that. Like, you know how when we took our personality tests and you were Michael Scott and I was Dwight?
Yes.
Like, I support this.
No, Susie, if you saw the pictures before, like, that
It's
is
too
so
silly.
But what's wrong with being silly?
It's football. Like, come on.
Oh, we're going to take running into a bunch of other men so fucking seriously and chasing after a pig-skinned inflated balloon so fucking seriously, where girls are wearing little outfits and kicking their up in cowboy boots on the sidelines? No, you can't have it both ways. It's either ridiculous sports or...
But it's like the Savannah Bananas or something. Like,
well, I like that. That's fun. What's wrong with that?
They're saying like this is silly, whereas football, they're like, I mean, it's so serious.
Don't you think all schools have like their pranks or their things that they do that like the traditions of like? I know you don't. I am talking to the wrong person. You are absolutely right. This is Dwight Schrute, Michael Scott. This is 100% that playing out in real life.
Listen. Okay.
I just feel like you stole their joy. And then when you see the photos, like because a lot of them are there, it was, their junior year before, now it's their senior year. So they have the photos to compare of this year to last year. And it looks like all the joy and all the life is gone out of these poor young men's eyes. And I just say, bring back the novelty photos at the School of Mines, please. That's what I'm running on. And they even have a dog that's the director of morale, and the dog gets a photo, and the dog is not photographed this year.
What, did he get fired? I mean...
And Ella was a great morale booster, they said. R.I.P.
Oh my God, they shot her?
No, not the dog. Whoa, where'd you get that from? I just said I was gonna say R.I.P. the cool hairdos. R.I.P. the fun vibes. No more vibes. Whoa. Ella's probably still alive.
I just didn't know. I couldn't tell what happened to her. I mean, this coach is like,
I know.
Who knows what he did to that dog?
I know. I don't like it. I'm just saying. Bring back the fun. The end.
All right. That's all.
That's all I got for you.
Well, thank you.
Oh, such a serious tone we took now. It was the dead dog that really brought everything down, wasn't it?
Well,
the hypothetical one.
As dead dogs do.
They do that. Well, you heard it here, folks. Dead dogs bring down morale.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Good job, Sarah. You covered a lot, though.
I do feel like I covered a lot, but was there a theme? Who knows? We laughed. We learned. We're still switching our forks to knife when we're cutting. At least I am.
I am.
I'm going to practice doing it the other way. Just as like a rub your head, pat your tummy kind of thing. Or pat your tummy, rub your head, whatever you do. I know I can, but it's kind of like, have you ever tried chewing on the other side of your mouth?
It can be quite elegant, and I do like that. I like, there's decorum about it, but...
The swap?
No.
Right. The swap is not good because it's messy.
The British version, and there is some elegance to it, which I appreciate.
Yeah. Well... Thanks for laughing and learning with us. Don't forget that you can get tickets to our live event that's coming up. It's going to be super fun, and we cannot wait to see you there. Also, go to thebraincandypodcast.com for all of our sponsors. That's how we keep the lights on over here. So check those out because, like we said, they're all the best, right?
Yeah, we love you. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.